Hello everyone, I am Mrs. Bailey, and today we are going to be doing our brand new budget for the week of December 8th through the 14th. I would like to say welcome back to everyone, and welcome if you're new. I normally give new subscriber shout outs, but I still can't see any, guys. I don't know where they're at. I mean, the only thing that I can think of, I see you guys subscribing, but the only thing I can think of is that your account's not public. So if it's not public, I can't see you, but thank you so much for subscribing, for everybody that has been doing that. I really appreciate you all. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started. Let's see. Let me kind of bring this down a little bit. All right. 12, 8 to 12, 14. If y'all hear, my grandson is here. He came, well, he doesn't live with me, but he came home sick from school today, and his dad had to take his siblings to work. So he just left them here, while he took them, so he wouldn't have to keep going in and out of the air. But anyway, if you guys don't know, I live in Michigan and it's freezing. It's currently 5:11 p.m. on Monday, so it's really cold outside. But anyway, if you're new here, I do my budget backwards because me and my husband, we're self-employed. So, and we're just now getting caught up and kind of ahead. So we don't have like our checks build up from being self-employed where we can take whatever we made this week and then, and take it out the bank and budget it or whatever. We're not at that point yet. We're trying to get to that point, but we're not there. So what we do is, instead of putting what we made and then zero-based budgeting it out, I have a number in mind every week, which is $2,400 that I don't want to go over. So I always try to go in between $2,200 and $2,400. And that is what I try to go by, and I just list down everything that I can, that I need, like all my fixed expenses, any groceries or any things that, variable things that we need to do, and then any sinking funds, which is normally the next week bills, and then other stuff like Christmas, that's different things like that. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm just gonna move this over just a bit. Okay. So the first thing that is due is the car maintenance loan for the Jeep. It is due on the 8th, which is today, $63. And then Xfinity is our Wi-Fi. It is due on the 8th also, but it never comes out to like the 10th or 11th. And that is $144. And yes, it's high. It used to be $80, but after our 2-year, what do you call it? The 2-year whatever was up. They put it up to $144. I've looked around. I've tried to call them to see if they can get it lowered, but the only way they can lower it is if I don't have unlimited anymore, and I need the unlimited, because when you don't get the unlimited, you end up paying more anyway for going over your gigs or whatever. So I have to explain that every time, at least once a month or twice a month, because I know people always leave a comment like, you can get it down. Can you go with somebody else? This is the fastest internet. Like if I was to try to download this video, let's say this video ends up being 20-25 minutes. If I try to download this video on another kind of Wi-Fi, it will take hours. But on mine, video is uploaded. I mean, not downloaded, but uploaded in like 5 minutes. So anyway, eBay, it really shouldn't be coming from out of here, but it always has. So I just leave it here. This is my eBay store, and it is $8. And then I have a personal bill. This is the one that I was talking about. I'm not going to say what it is, but just know it's personal, and it is due, I think, on Thursday. I'll know before to make sure I pay it. But it is due on the 11th. It is due on the 11th. I had it on here already. Okay, in my bills. It's due on the 11th, and it's like $580 something. So I mean $590 something, but we're just gonna say $594. So this is the one that's gonna make the budget, make me not be able to do everything that I would normally want to do. But at least it's gonna be paid, and we're not gonna have to worry about it anymore. The next is this mine? Guys, my furnace is about to come on, just in case you hear the noise change. Yeah, this is mine. I have a credit card that's due on the 12th. I got a lot of stuff due on the 12th. And it is for, I'm just going to pay the minimum, because if you guys haven't seen, I'll make sure I leave a screenshot up here. I did pay off another credit card, and it is also at $0 balance. So yay for me. Okay, phones. I have 5 phone lines. It's me, my husband, my 3 children, 3 of my children, and my iPad it also has its own line too, because I use it. I know somebody's going to say, can't you use your hotspot? Sometimes I can, but sometimes it's going slower. I can't use it. So if I'm out and about, I've always needed my iPad, because I do have an online business too. So sometimes I have to do work from my iPad. And y'all know the older I'm getting, trying to do the work on the phone is not as good with, as far as my eyes go. But anyway, so it is due on the 12th. And this is what I was saying in the beginning of the month, when I was saying it's $422 and something, so $423. I don't. It said something about Mr. Bailey's line and like a one-time fee, and my son's line, and it was like a one-time fee, a loyalty fee was something. I don't know. Maybe because their phones are paid off, they don't have a loyalty fee. But it said something about 6 months, so I don't have no idea. And then also on the 12th, I have 2 cash apps due. If you are new here, I have these cash apps. My father passed in July of this year, and it really took me out. I couldn't work for like weeks. I was trying, but I was crying in the car. Y'all know I drive Lyft and Uber, a lot of times throughout the day, and I just couldn't get it together. So I borrowed from pretty much everywhere that I could without asking somebody else. So I basically borrowed from myself, and we are in the process of paying this off. It will be paid off, I believe, by the 25th of this month. So they're both due on the 12th, and one is for $154, and the other one is for $77. It's really like 153 some change and 76 is some change, but we're just gonna leave it like that. Josh's Apple storage still comes out of my account, and it is due on the 13th, and that's for $3. And then Mr. Bailey has a credit card that is due on the 14th, and we're gonna go ahead and keep putting the 50 on his instead of the minimum, since we're paying my stuff off, which I think his minimum is like $40 something. I don't know. But and then also on the 14th, the car wash subscription is due. You guys, I just mentioned that we do drive Lyft and Uber, and we have to get our car washed a lot, even in the wintertime, even more in the wintertime, because it's so salty and wet, and it's horrible. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this account. We have 63 plus 144, 8, 594, 36, 423, 154, 77, 3, 50 and 30 is 80. So that's $1,582. But even though we got behind when I went to go see my mom down in Georgia for Thanksgiving, we did get behind on being 1 week ahead. But at least I did have one thing cash stuffed already. So I can minus 63 from this, because we already cash stuffed that and had that. Actually, it already came out today, which on tomorrow's video, I'll go over everything that has come out. But that would leave $1,519. Now, I mentioned that I did not want to go over $2,400. So we still have $881 to work with. So in our variables area, groceries, we're going to do the normal $150. And then household, I know I need something, but we're just going to do $50, because I don't think I need laundry soap and stuff yet, because I had doubled up that one time. Miscellaneous, just in case I forget something or need something extra, we're just going to do $25. Food and drink is my coffee. Like if I need a coffee throughout the week while I'm working, which I forgot, I meant to say that in the beginning of the video. I do have a bonus this week that is, okay, I have from Monday to Thursday to get 50 rides. And if I get the 50 rides, I'll get an extra $425. But if I do 20 more, which I've already done 23 today, which is Monday, I will get an extra $200. So that's $625 extra that I'll get this. And if I wasn't going to Ohio this week for the Christmas party, I swear this would have been the week where we could have been ahead. But me and family, it's going to be something. But anyway, this is for me, and if I need a snack or something while I'm in the car, because sometimes I get a little queasy if I forget to bring, or if I don't have enough time to bring make a lunch or anything like that. And speaking of Christmas party, guys, I hope I'm not offending anybody by putting Xmas, but I'm just trying to abbreviate here. For the Christmas party, this is just a tank of gas. I thought I was gonna have to buy a coat because we're gonna do like an outside photo shoot, and Ohio has the same weather as us. And as a matter of fact, it's gonna be snowing in Ohio that day. So my sister-in-law, I saw her coat the other day, and I said, oh man, I really like that coat. And because she's going too, and she said, I have another one just like it if you want to wear it. I'm like, thank you, just saved me money, because the coat that I have is warm, but I don't know if about for being outside type warm. So we're just gonna say $75 for that. That would be the tank of gas. For me to get a hat, like a nice little cute winter hat to put on, and I already have gloves, I already have boots, so we should be okay with that. Mr. Bailey is going to need a haircut because he is going to take us, and he does not like to go anywhere without a haircut. So $30, and he didn't get one last week. So we need what I'm going to put, it's kind of like car maintenance, but we need a reflector. So do you remember when we got, do you remember when maybe like a month ago, when we got the molding for when Mr. Bailey had hit something and we had to get all that stuff? The molding didn't come with the little yellow reflector that goes on it, that pops on it. But do you guys know they told him $48, and they said it was supposed to be here last week, but they didn't call him. So he said he's going to call them tomorrow, and it was like $48. So I'm going to say 52. Because I don't want to go over. I don't know, because they're going to put tax on there. So vitamins. We need some. I need to make some shea butter, so I need some vegetable glycerin, and we also need some tea tree from the Better Health and Vitamin store. So I'm just going to say $25. Okay. So I'm trying to think. So okay, let me see. 150 plus, we're just gonna say 75 plus 20 plus 75. Yeah. 150 plus 75. Yeah. 20, 75, 30, 25, and 52. So this is $427. But we still have money left over from vitamins, so minus 25 is $402. All right, 1519 plus 402. We're gonna go with the 402. Okay, $1,921. Let's do next week. Okay. Amazon is due on the 15th, which is $15.79. So we're just gonna say $16. We're gonna need an oil change, and I'm putting it over here because I don't know if I'm gonna get it before I go to before I go to Cleveland or afterwards. So if it looks like I can get it afterwards, I'm going to just cash stuff it so that we can have it when we get back. But if not, if I end up getting the oil change, we'll just mark it off from over here. But you guys know that's $74.95. So we're just going to say $75. We got to pay Josh. It's $50 that he gets a week for doing his extra. He does extra chores. Nick, let's see, plus 16, plus 75, plus 50. Let's say 50 for him, because I think he's at 250 now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think he's at 250. That only leaves 288 left, but we're just gonna have to just go, because the insurance is going to be due on that Monday also, and it's like it went back up to its normal price, so it's like $725 for all of my vehicles, my renter's insurance, life insurance policies, all of the stuff that we have bundled into one. So it's going to be due on that Monday, so I'm gonna say let's go $300. I know you're probably like, well, Miss Bailey, you still need $425 more dollars. I do, but Mr. Bailey will be going to work on Sunday night, and then I'll be going to work on Monday, because it's not gonna, even though I'm gonna pay it on Monday, it's not gonna come out until Tuesday. So we have Sunday night and Monday to get the other $400. So, which is, very doable. So I just want to do that. Okay, so let's give this area, I think I just went over, but 75 plus 100 plus 300. Okay, 491 in this area. All right, so what is the grand total? So the actual, what we need is 1582 plus 427 plus 491 is, wow. Nah, I didn't play. I swear I didn't plan that, guys. 2,500 on the dot. But we get to minus, where do we get the minus, guys? The 63 and the 25. So actually it's $2,412 that we need. So we're $12 over the budget that I would normally want to go, but I'm not mad at that. I can go cash in some bottles. And here in Michigan, when we take our soda cans back and soda bottles and all of those, anything that's carbonated, beer, we don't drink beer, but all those type of things, it's we get 10 cents. So we had to, when we buy a can of soda, they actually put the 10 cent. We have to pay a 10 cent tax, or tax deposit or whatever. And so we go and get our deposits back. Some people feel like they're too good to go get theirs back. Not me. We go in there and we treat it like a coupon. So when they give us those little slips, you guys have been with me when you will see me putting the cans in, and they'll give us those little slips, and you can actually get the cash back for those, or you could just, like when I'm in Kroger, I'll just give them that slip and they'll take it. If it's $8, $10 or whatever, they'll take it off my bill, and I have no shame in that. Guys, when our floor maintenance company used to be a cleaning company, we used to go into, how I'm like my bank, I bank with Citizens, and it's actually in a Kroger, even though they just took it out of there, but it was in a Kroger. And we used to go in, I used to have $20,000 and $30,000 checks go into deposit from my company, and Mr. Bailey would have buggies full of cans from the buildings that we would clean, because people would throw the cans out, and we would put those cans in a bag and put them in our car. We'll take them home, put them in our garage, and then we go cash them in like once a week. And we never had any shame in it, no matter how much money we made or don't make. We never had that problem with cashing those things in. But anyway, this budget is hopefully doable if I can get the bonus. I mean, so far now it's supposed to snow Tuesday and Wednesday. But only in the mornings, it says. So I did work this weekend in the snow, and then it stopped during the day, and it was okay as long as it's not icy like that one day when it was really when we was coming back from Thanksgiving from Georgia. As long as it's not like that, I can handle it. But Mr. Bailey might have a problem on Wednesday night because it's supposed to be like almost 40 degrees with snow and rain, but then the temperature is supposed to drop into the 20s that night. And if it doesn't dry up during the day, that could be a problem for him at night. So hopefully all of that happens early in the day and then it dries up and then he'll be okay that night. But other than that, even if he had to do that, we still could meet this budget. But we have to take Saturday off, like I said. So this is we need a day off anyway. We usually take at least one day off a week anyway. So, well, he does. You guys know I be taking like 3-4 days off, but we could definitely meet this budget. So I'm going to stop rambling because Mrs. Bailey asked me if I can just come and chill with him until he goes to work at 7. It's 5:30 p.m. And I told him, yep, I'm going to come sit next to him and edit my video. He just wants to be near me. And I to be honest with you, I want to be near him too. I need to find that picture that Josh took of me the other night when I came home, and I just laid on my husband and was like knocked out. And then he said he didn't want to move. He said he was hot, but he didn't want to move because I was so peaceful. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. But anyway, if you made it to this point, thank you so much. I really appreciate you all. If you can just do me a favor and leave me a comment, even if it's just an emoji, that helps with the channel because we are monetized on this channel, and all of the money that we're making in 2025, we are putting towards our debt, and also in 2026 also, which you guys saw that I didn't normally. I've been putting debt here, but I'm going to have to push it until next week because of this. The personal bill. So, but it's okay as long as it's done and I don't have to worry about it anymore. Anyway, your likes, your shares, your hypes, all of those things help also. And if you're not subscribed, I hope you would consider subscribing and joining the community. And if you are subscribed, just go and check and make sure, because sometimes we think we are and we're not. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with probably an update. I don't know. Tomorrow is Tuesday. I'll probably just pop in and just let you guys know how I'm doing on the bonus. Because to be honest with you, I only need 27 more to get the first part of the bonus. So that's good. So I'll let you know if the snow had any impact on me or anything like that, because we're going to at least get that 425. But I'm trying to get both of them this week since I have an extra day. But anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow with some kind of update. Thanks so much for watching.